it's quite exciting for me to make my little contribution to that topic. I think it's quite, whether in private sector or public sector, all of us are political, animals, like Aristotle said hundreds of years ago. So it was, an exciting time for me to offer my own perspective as someone, that has a business, someone that has worked in the several sectors for over 15 years. So I think it's something. It was a balance between, on the panel we had someone that was, that is the chief press secretary to the governor, someone that just recently contested an election, and I have a couple of us on the private sector. So I think it was a balance for, for everyone, and I think the perspective was quite refreshing.
What would be your word of encouragement for the author, Titilope and information?
I've written the book myself, and I can tell you that it takes a lot to write a book. I have written 4 books, and I know it takes a lot to write books, and I can only encourage her. She's done a lot. I want to believe she's much younger than I am, and for her to have written the book. I remember one of the things I said in my book is that we need more people to come out and tell their stories. We need more people to come out and share their life experience. It's not until you become an MK Abiola, or it's not until you become a Dangote before you can write, or until you become an Obasanjo or something. Everybody, each of us should be able to share our story, and people can relate to this story. A young person from Igbola can read the story of Titi, benefit from it, and I'm sure ultimately the society becomes better for it.
You and everybody of Ofaland, you are proud son of Ofa. You are doing great to your community. What must you do for other qualities that have not been contributing to their community?
I think I will encourage us to, as we say. It's something that that is quite it's a saying that's quite common in Yoruba circles, and I think also even English people say north, west, east, and south. Ultimately everybody has to return to their home at a point. So it's very important for everybody to try to invest in their community, social investment, economic investment. Some of us saw the impact of people like Chief Adesoye, who started Okin Biscuit in Ofa. Chief Adesoye would have started Okin Biscuit in maybe Lagos or somewhere closer to the city, but he decided to choose his own community. And during the time Okin Biscuit was the king of biscuits in Nigeria, a lot of people were employed. You had people like Chief Adesoye, who also was the CEO of Commerce Bank of Nigeria in the early 90s. He started a branch of Commerce Bank in Ofakwara. So I have a lot of people like that. You have people like Mr. Samuel Adedoyin, Prince Samuel Adedoyin Agbamu, who started some factories in Ilorin here, Alhaji Raimi Oladimeji. So I think ultimately for us, we should also look at the social angle of our investment, not just economy. Some of these things we could have probably done better if we invested in the cities. But we think that you can also come to your towns and invest, get employment for people, increase the economic activities, and ultimately everybody becomes a beneficiary of some of these things.